But who's gonna buy me Ciroc and Patron? Where are all the men? Clubs are going bankrupt because men have stopped going. I got a banger from Men Only. Let's get straight into it. It's crazy to think that men have been the ones to keep these clubs alive, but that's the sad reality.
Your favourite club be about to close forever? Well, the owner of the UK's biggest nightclub has warned it might be about to go bust. Recom runs Prism and Attic with a total of almost 50 clubs across the UK in places like Birmingham, Cardiff and Leeds. They said they've been hit by rising bills and also said that people's nights out have changed. Apparently, we're less fussed on downing VKs at Prism and instead fancy more chill experimental bars instead.
I'd much rather sit at the crib or go to like a jazz lounge. Chat, let me know in the comments. Would you rather go somewhere hype like a club or somewhere chill like a jazz lounge?
Basically, a very different vibe. A third of the UK's clubs have already shut since COVID, meaning there are now just over 900. 10 years ago, there were almost double that. So the message from owners is, if you love a club, keep going, or it could soon be gone forever.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for these clubs, but at the same time, it's like nightlife just promotes degeneracy, in my opinion.
Ever date somebody that works at the club?
No.
Why?
How about no? Because that's a red flag right there.
Why is it a red flag?
Because you're working at the club.
What about you? Would you ever date somebody that works at the club?
No, because I already have a girl, so I'll never date fucking club.
What if you didn't have a girl?
Fuck no, bro.
It's a red flag. I have a girl too. It's a red flag. It's a red flag.
So dude, chat, let me know. Would you guys date a chick that is is a bottle girl? For me, absolutely not. The main reason being is when you're a bottle girl, you're in the vicinity of a lot of degeneracy, and you're around a lot of men that are looking for something quick. They're not looking for a long term. They're looking to have fun for tonight, not tomorrow.
So full of shit. I'm like, I don't want to go to the clubs. I want to go to a rooftop bar. I want to go to a lounge. I want to go to a speakeasy. I be at the club, y'all.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
If you haven't seen my video about the septum ring theory, you should go watch it. It's going to make you rethink everything you think about the septum rings that you see on these women.
I be at the club. The club won't turn me loose. What do you want from me? I'm a Sag Stellium. I'm going to be at the club. Taking tequila shots and shaking my ass. I'm 26. What do you want from me?
I love this mentality of, oh, I'm 26. I'm just young. No, back in the day, a woman that was 26 had a husband and had a couple kids and had a mortgage and had a routine with their family. Nowadays, women literally act like children until they're 30. It's crazy.
How old is too old to go clubbing in Berlin?
You're never too old to go clubbing in Berlin. I think
You're a liar!
we all know the techno grandpas. Although I think you would start to feel old in most of the clubs. Actually, you know what? Sometimes at mid-30s, I'm already starting to feel a bit old in some of the
Wait a minute. You're mid-30s? Dude, white women age like milk left out in July in Texas.
clubs. But you're never too old to club in Berlin. It's probably easier to get in as a 65-year-old than as a 25-year-old.
I wish I would have been born in the era where business casual and Ciroc and Patron was at the height of their career. Because y'all hoes be in the club serving fits, but y'all hoes do not be serving. Get up and dance. Why is you on the damn couch waving your arms? Sit down.
What is this? Maybe they don't want to dance, dude. Maybe these women don't want to dance. This is in London, apparently. I see a lot of women. Let's see if there's any men around here, though. Okay, there are some men. But in my opinion, it seems to be... And see, for me, I've never bought a section. I've never gone VIP. When I was in the height of my bar hopping era, I wasn't going to the club. I was going to bars on 6th Street. Because on 6th Street, it's just bar, 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 bar. You can literally go to 15 different bars in one night if you want to. All the sections, it's a bunch of guys and then like a few girls. But the guys are buying the section. The guys are buying the bottles. At least that's from my experience, what I've always seen.
I just went clubbing in West Hollywood completely by myself and sober. I know
that's not a good idea.
Some people would never do that, and as a woman, I should never do things like that by myself.
Yeah.
However, I am very safe. I know how to take care of myself. I've been a club rat for many years.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Club rat, we know what that means, chat.
So I know what precautions to take, and of course there are risks, like there are with many things in life, but I've always been the type of person that I don't allow fear of whatever to stop me from doing what I want to do. I have been taking a break from drinking, and I've never had an issue with alcohol, so it wasn't a problem. I've taken breaks before, but I realized that I really missed nightclubs. I love dancing, I love the music, I love connecting with people, I love...
Connecting with people. Like you're going out there to make friends. Stop it.
Getting dressed up in cute little outfits. I specifically love gay bars, and I live very close to West Hollywood, and I missed it. It's been a few months since I'd been there. I thought, I want to go anyway. Even if I'm just by myself and not drinking at all, I can drive myself. I drove myself tonight. There are some safety precautions you have to take when people are like, oh, where are your friends? Oh, I lied to so many people tonight. Oh, my friends are over here, over there. I'm gonna go meet up with my friends. You know, I'll be back. You know, you just leave. I will say that I do not blame myself for getting absolutely plastered every time I've partied in West Hollywood. I could not tell you how many men offered me drinks tonight. And how many times I said, no thanks, maybe in a little bit, I'm good right now. I have so many thoughts and realizations and observations from tonight. I love doing things alone, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand about me, which is fine, even the people that know me well. I love being alone. Sometimes it's so frustrating to think, you know, as a woman, I can't do this or that by myself. If you're gonna go clubbing by yourself, first off, I would not do it if you're drinking, obviously. I would go...
First, I would just never do it. Never go clubbing by yourself, ever. Never in the history of everdom has it been a good idea as a woman to go clubbing solo dolo. Right, you running so many risks doing that. That is such a bad idea on so many different levels. You got to be smarter than that, bro. You got to be smarter than that.
This is a public service announcement to men that a £6.50 drink isn't going to make me give you my number at the end of the night. It's also not going to make me want to shag you, and it's also not going to make me wet, okay? It's 2020.
What about a £7.50 drink? No, $6.50 wasn't enough. $7.50? $8.50?
5. Men used to go to war. Men used to write love letters. Men used to ride horse.
Women used to be virgins. Women used to not have high body counts. Women used to not dress like streetwalkers. Women used to not have potty mouths. What about all that stuff?
In carriages to their women, okay? Men used to sail the 7 fucking seas, and you think a £6.50 drink that you offered to buy me is gonna then get you access to me? I point evidence.
This is why I always say life is a mirror, not a window. If a lot of men are approaching you and saying, hey, I'll buy you a $6.50 drink, maybe that's your level.
Shots fired! Explanation as to why you deserve to be in my life. First of all, okay, not a £6.50 cocktail I could have bought myself, but you happened to be next to me and you went, can I buy you a drink? And I just went, yeah, go on. You're the fool. You're the fool by giving money away like that. Have boundaries. 2025. Oh, I want to be a man, I want to pay for everything. Okay, go buy me a Gucci purse. Have the same energy for that. Okay, what I'm saying is that shut the fuck up, stop buying girls drinks, okay, and stop expecting things in return for these girls drinks. Okay, thank you, goodbye.
That right? This is why I say, like, men are still traditional to this day, but women have been the ones that became modern. Men still understand that they need to buy the drinks, they need to be chivalrous, you know, things like that. But, you know, like, it's the women that have stopped being traditional, and the fact that they don't reciprocate the same energy when it comes to, oh, a man buys you a drink, therefore, you know, maybe you talk to him, you be nice to him. Women now will just walk up to guys and just want drinks for nothing. They'll just be standing around wanting drinks for nothing. Loki, look at your little tie. But do you agree with me? Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's 2 names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Y'all know what time it is. Look at his little necktie. Shout out to Jeremy for the neckties. W's in the chat for Jeremy. Can we get some chomp chomps in the chat? Poor flavor. Loki. Free. Oh my god, bro. Don't eat the freaking phone. I gotta be able to call your mom later while she's out running errands. Goodness gracious alive, bruv. Crazy nut. He really likes these duck jerkies. I can't remember who sent the duck jerkies. You guys have been amazing when it comes to sending treats. I have like 15 bags of treats. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe I have like 6, but still, you guys smell what I'm stepping in.
Do you want to go to the club tonight and put in on a section with us? Why would I put money in to get in a section with y'all when sections are free in the club?
For women, they are.
This is the first city that I've been in where women are paying for bottles, paying for sections, paying $30 to get into clubs. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. That's why I'm...
No. It is. You ladies wanted equality, so there it is. You wanted to be treated like men. You wanted to get all the advantages of being like a man. So here you go. Pay $30 to get in the club.
That's what the problem is. I've literally had to tell girls like, no, I don't do that. I don't have...
I'm sorry. Imagine looking like this thinking you're too good to pay.
Shots fired! No, like... And then you're in a section with your girls, and then, like, guys are supposed to come over and buy drinks for us, or, like, they're not gonna come over unless they... Actually, one time, like, I be seeing dudes, like, get drinks poured into their cup from women's sections. And I'm like, you guys are participating in that because the women have money, so it's just like, I don't know, they don't think it's disrespectful to talk to men. And
that right there is exactly...
I'm telling you, it's the equality you ladies have always wanted. Ruh-roh, you're getting equality. Like, what are you mad about?
I'm going to show you how busy it is on a Friday. Right, Megan, open the door. Oh. Are you ready?
What is going on? Oh my god. Well, the thing is, a lot of these ladies talk about, I just want to go to the club for me. I just want to go to the club for me and my girls. Cool, now the clubs are empty. Go for it.
Loud music blasting. And
like, yeah, go for it. If this is what you wanted, so cool. Go have fun at the club by yourself, dude.
Why Gen Z isn't clubbing is because they're not having a good time. I'm ready to rile so many people up right now. Not legal to have an opinion. I love music. I love going to gigs, especially electronic ones like Overmano, Daniel Avery, Kelly Lee Owens, that kind of vibe. And I lived in New York for 8 years, and I literally lived in a nightclub area. So I was out all the time. Honestly, I would go to a lot of gigs completely stone cold sober, and I would have a great time. And since getting back to Ireland,
is she calling it going to the club a gig? A gig is when you're going to work. Maybe is she a DJ? I don't know.
Been to a good few gigs. I went to 2 last month. I was trying to pinpoint why I'm not enjoying myself. For me, it's nothing to do with whether people are sober or not, and it has everything to do with dance culture. New York, like the dance scene was really inclusive, and all the time by myself, and just make friends or just even share a moment of magic with someone, even if it was like 30 seconds of like us dancing together. Even now that I'm living back in Ireland, sounds mental, like that would like haunt some people. The camaraderie was just so beautiful. You would see like someone in their 70s at a rave. If you were on your own, there was a sense of taking care of the person, just keeping like a watchful eye on them to make sure that they're okay. I just used to feel a lot more community. In Ireland, I feel like everyone keeps to themselves, an etiquette there to the dance floor that I'm just like not seeing or witnessing that I wish was a little better. I've never seen so many men unaware of their elbows. Jam-packed club. And it felt like everyone was enjoying the experience separately. Some of the best nights out I've had are almost when the crowd just feels into this one energy. Respectful and conscious and aware of the space that they're taking up. No snobbiness, judgment. Yeah, I don't know. I miss it. Clubbing community is where it's at. Be the change you want to see in the world. God bless.
It's not just...
Lord have mercy. Just a massive word salad.
Gen Z killed club culture. Clubbing is dead. And this is coming from an early Gen Zer.
I'm actually proud of Gen Z for doing this. We need to get rid of this culture. It's toxic. It's not good. It doesn't promote anything. You're not building actual relationships with anybody. Let's hop into the Discord and see what you guys have for you, boy. See what we've got here. Let's see here. She's definitely a keeper. What is this one about? Let's see here, mate.
I would rather pick up my husband's dirty laundry that he leaves right next to the basket, clean up all the beard hair that he leaves in the sink, pick up the dirty boots that he leaves all over the floor for every day for the rest of my life, rather than never seeing him come through that door ever again. And I know...
Hey, facts. Love it. Love this. Love when a woman loves her man. I love seeing it. I really do. That one's not gonna play. That one's also not gonna play. Try to send YouTube Shorts or TikToks chat, because it seems like some of these clips do not simply want to play, buddy.
This, we want this, we love this, we need this, but this, yeah, we don't need this.
As a member of the African American community, we would like to humbly decline your offer. Since you don't want your own race, maybe the Hispanics will take you instead. So sorry, you have been declined.
Put a referral on that, but the Hispanic community, we're gonna have to pass on that. You can check the Asians though.
As a representative of the Asian community, after careful consideration, unfortunately, we cannot take her. She will also be banned from ever taking out Chinese again. Though, we will offer her up to the Indians.
After a not-so-thorough examination as a member of the Indian community, we would also like to humbly deny this offer. Maybe the Egyptians would be interested.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no way. Gotta pass this one back to the white boys.
No.
Oh my god, that one's good. That one's good. Oh my lord, that was good.
Brett Farrelly, who went viral for his insane paternity fraud story recently, was just arrested and made to take down all of his videos. It's a lot, but I'll give you the quick breakdown. So Brett is a young man who ends up getting approached by an older woman named Maria who asks him to be her sperm donor. She convinces...
I've actually did an entire episode on this guy's story. If you want to go see it, it's on my channel. Absolutely insane what that guy had to go through. But it's just pure proof, bro. You got to watch what you stick your PP in, bro. You got to be careful.
Mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my father. This looking for me since I was a kid. I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally meet this. He has envelopes full of proof showing he been paying child support. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What you doing at? Didn't I say don't discuss family business? My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to, no. Like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. And my dad loses it. Going in on my mom. And I'm listening to my mom. All that slapping, abuse, and beating up, choking me when I'm on the floor. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her. She talked to me like my entire life. He's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you and I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad, she would say, we'll never see your son again.
Bro, I think this is a big one. Loki, all the way on your place. Personally, I was raised by a single mom. And typically when you're raised by a single mom, the narrative is that your dad is a piece of crap, right? Oh, he's a deadbeat. Oh, he's this and that. But when you become a man, it's up to you to actually go build a relationship with your dad. And I did that. Now, it's tough for me because my dad's a degenerate. And like, he gets a new phone every 6 months and he activates a new Facebook page every 6 months. And, you know, I called him one time. He's like, yeah, I was, you know, smoking something on Thursday. I almost went blind. I was like, dude, you need to quit, bro. Anyways, but it's up to you as a grown man to go build that relationship with your dad. Your mom can say whatever she wants about your dad, and it's all a one-sided story. But there's always 3 sides to a story. There's his story, her story, and the frickin' truth. And as a man, you got to go out and seek that truth if you want to know. Personally, for me, I wanted to know. So I went out, found my dad, and I went and talked to my dad, and I started building a relationship with him. I didn't wait for my dad to build a relationship with me because my dad was immature. He was emotionally not there. He wasn't a good father. You know, keep it a buck. He was abusive, drug dealer. It happens. And I'm sure some of you guys have the same thing that you've gone through with your dad. But as a man, I realized one day, I was like, man, I've always heard these stories about my dad from my mom. I wonder how true they are. So I went and talked to my dad to get some validity and some clarity on what these stories were all about and some of the things that I had heard. And I found out some of the times my mom was fabricating some things. It wasn't always exactly what she said. And I love my mom to pieces. But you always got to go seek out that other side. And I think as a man, it's your duty to go build a relationship with your dad. If you think he was a deadbeat, cool. You can go build that relationship with him. It's cool to do that. Loki, do you agree? He's like, I agree, father. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see the story about that guy that was featured a little bit earlier, I have a full video on that and the septum ring theory. I think you guys should go check out that video as well because it's absolutely hilarious. And I think you'll see septum rings a lot differently if you go watch that video. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.